This is the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Wednesday, the 19th of August. I'm Michael Groff. The relentless record heat continues to top weather headlines here in the valley, but there is enough moisture around for widely scattered showers and thunderstorms that develop over the mountains to move into the deserts each afternoon and evening. Of course, the question is, will any of them make it in here? By this weekend, an increase in the number of showers and storms is looking a little bit more likely. And with that comes lower temperatures. Finally, a break from the record heat. All right, let's dive in and talk about it. Yesterday in the valley, records are made to be broken. 115 degrees the afternoon high again. The morning low was 90 degrees again. So, of course, we broke a daily record. We also established the 11th time this year that we have had a high temperature of 115 or higher. And as we look outside now, here at 8:20 a.m., just like the last few mornings, some high clouds greeting us right now. We're looking at 95 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew points at 55, relative humidity 26%. The winds are light and the barometer is rising. Temperatures around the area right now, 76 is the cool spot at Fort McDowell, otherwise mid-80s to mid-90s for most of the metro. The upper air look, this looks like the movie Groundhog Day. It's the same thing over and over, a fairly high amplitude pattern, especially for this time of year. Big trough in the east, and our sprawling upper ridge, the center of which over southwest Utah, providing Arizona with an east-northeasterly flow aloft. And that's helping to push those storms that develop over the high country into the deserts. The problem is there just isn't a whole lot of moisture, so the storms are fairly widely scattered in nature. Here's the watch warning map. The heat, of course, continues with excessive heat warnings through a good portion of the west. Of course, high fire danger comes with that as well. For Phoenix, we have an excessive heat warning through 8 p.m. tomorrow night. And then after that, we'll start to see an easing back of our afternoon high temperatures. More on that in just a moment. The convective outlook for today, a few marginal risk zones, one across northern Minnesota, another over the interior west and down the lee of the Rockies. And here in Arizona, a marginal risk for yet another day. That extends from the White Mountains through the Phoenix metro area, Prescott, up toward Kingman, and into the deserts of southeast California, around Needles. Once again, any severe storms that develop would be primarily capable of producing strong, damaging straight-line winds, maybe an isolated microburst, and of course, with that, the threat of blowing dust. And I guess one or two storms would put down a locally heavy downpour someplace or some small hail. That's always a threat as well. The tropics in the Atlantic Basin, 3 waves on the board, one approaching the central Caribbean, another one getting closer to the islands over the central Atlantic, and another just about to come off the African coast. Let's talk about the lead wave. This is Invest 97L. And the tropical model's kind of a split camp here. Some try to bring it up the Yucatan Channel or across the northern Yucatan Peninsula and into the Gulf. Others bring it further south into the Bay of Campeche and ultimately into southern and central Mexico. And that might actually have implications on our weather. But of course, it's way too early to call. And kind of the same story for Invest 98L, the wave out in the central Atlantic. Most of the models cluster this moving over Puerto Rico, Hispaniola. What happens from there is anybody's guess because those islands can certainly do a number on these storms, and it will also enter into an area with a little bit more shear. So we'll see if this survives, but it's just something to watch right now. And then a bit closer to home, we have Genevieve. This is still a major hurricane packing maximum sustained winds of 115 miles per hour. It's approaching the southern tip of Baja, and the forecast track from the National Hurricane Center hasn't changed a whole lot. It's keeping it pretty close to the west coast of Mexico for a while, and then ultimately kind of fizzling it out as it drifts further away from the coast of northern Baja and southern California. A few of the models try to bring the remnant low into southern California. What we're interested in here is that this could send some moisture northward, maybe a Gulf surge or two up into southern Arizona later this week and this weekend for better chances of showers and storms. We certainly hope that happens. And the precipitation outlook valid through next Wednesday morning from the WPC. Rain amounts here in Phoenix shown to be nothing and really generally under 1/4 of an inch for the higher terrain of northern and eastern Arizona as well as the southeastern portion of the state. But that could change if model trends continue going the way they are, and we'll detail that now as we take a look at modeling. Here we go, the GFS, the 06Z run valid at 2 o'clock this afternoon. There's our sprawling upper ridge, wobbling around the Arizona-Utah border, an east-northeasterly flow aloft. So, down at the surface, more of what we've been seeing the last few days. Mostly sunny to partly cloudy here in the valley. High temperatures 110 to 114. The record high for today is 113, set in 1986. Why not? We'll probably break that. Widely scattered showers and thunderstorms will develop over the mountains, make their way toward the deserts. The same factors that have been limiting storm development over the last few days will exist again today. Limited amounts of moisture as well as instability. The ridge is fairly close by. So that'll preclude the number and coverage of showers and storms, but still with a favorable northeasterly flow, any storms that do develop would be pushed toward the deserts later this afternoon and tonight. So no doubt one or two spots, maybe even here in the valley, will see those storms, but not everybody's going to get them, that's for sure. All right, tonight, a slight chance of showers and storms in the evening, then decreasing overnight, partly cloudy skies, overnight lows, low 80s to around 90. And then tomorrow, a very similar setup. The ridge actually starts to slide a little bit further to the south and east, but it will be weakening as it does. So once again, widely scattered showers and storms develop over the mountains, make their way toward the deserts. I think the coverage of storms will be a little bit less tomorrow, but still there's that small chance we could get one in here. High temperatures around 110 to 113. All right, as we go to Friday, temperatures lower just a little bit further. Highs somewhere between about 108 and 111. The sky is partly cloudy, an isolated storm in the late afternoon and evening hours. But moisture is shown to start to increase later on Friday and into Saturday, thanks in part to Genevieve off to our south and west, sending some moisture surges potentially up the Gulf and into the southern part of the state. And the ridge of high pressure will be weakening, but also it will be repositioning somewhere closer to the Four Corners for a better east-southeasterly flow. And so that's going to favor storms to come off the mountains and into the deserts. And I think there will be a broader storm coverage for this weekend. So scattered to maybe numerous showers and storms across northern Mexico and southern Arizona, getting their way into the valley Saturday afternoon and evening. At this point, I've kept the rain chances kind of conservative here. But as we get closer, it is possible we'll have to bump those up. High temperatures lowering as well, somewhere between about 104 and 107. Yes, we may actually finally get below the 110-degree mark. Same deal on Sunday. Partly sunny, scattered afternoon and evening showers and storms. If Saturday turns out to be a pretty active day, Sunday might be less so, but that remains to be seen. Monday, a chance of showers and storms continues. The ridge will be wobbling around the Four Corners someplace. Some of the model guidance suggests it starts to shift back to the west a little bit and strengthen again. But we'll still keep that chance of storms in the forecast, low as it may be. And same deal on Tuesday, a slight chance of showers and storms. High temperatures continue right around 106 to 110. I think we start to warm up just a little bit, but not quite to the record levels that we're at now. Here's a week from today. This is Wednesday the 26th, a ridge roughly around the Four Corners for a low-grade monsoon forecast to continue. And as we go out 10 days to the end of the period, this is Friday the 28th. And a little short wave coming into the Pacific Northwest, the westerlies sagging just a little bit to the south, our ridge flattening out. Curiously enough, the GFS is pulling in some tropical moisture from the south and southwest, implying that the tropics in the East Pacific remain active. And maybe that trough is a little bit more vigorous. So, a chance of showers and storms might continue if that verifies. Checking out precipitation off of the European ensemble. There's 51 members here, and yes, there are still quite a few that show absolutely nothing in here for the rest of the month. But a number of models are trending a little bit wetter. The ensemble mean is just under 1/4 of an inch. And so we'll see how that plays out. And temperatures off the national blend of models, it's got us at 114 today. If that happens, we'd break a record. Certainly possible. And then trending down as we head toward the weekend. And again, I really do think there could be a day with temperatures even lower than this if the deeper moisture and rain chances really come to fruition in here. So we could finally break the heat for a while. And that'll do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here tomorrow morning. If you enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe, like, share, and click that notification bell so that whenever a brand new video is posted, you'll get the notice. Your comments, questions, and suggestions, always encouraged as well. I thank you so much for watching. You guys be safe, stay cool out there, drink plenty of water, watch your kids around the swimming pool, and have yourselves an exemplary Wednesday.